The road we're on is paved in Garth.
Come along on the journey
as we explore
Garthology.
Think of it more as a conversation. I like that. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin. Showtime!
Hi guys, it's Deb, and welcome to another episode of Garthology. This is Season 2, Episode 29, and today I will be on my own to discuss Garth Brooks' star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. As Jess and I have mentioned before, we are big fans of Broadway shows. Recently, I got tickets for my very first post-COVID shutdown musical, and I was super excited because I got to see the touring company of Hamilton in Los Angeles. It was my fourth time seeing the show live, and it was great. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. As you all know, Garth is never far from my mind, so I decided to take a Garth detour while I was in LA, and I stopped by his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. To commemorate my visit, I took a picture of the star and of me with Garth's star. I will post those pictures on our website, garthology.com, so be sure and check them out. I also decided to research his star and fill you all in on all of the details I discovered about this LA landmark, including something really cool, so stay tuned. Let's get started. Garth received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in the recording category on June 30th, 1995. His star is located at 1750 Vine Street in Hollywood, just off of Hollywood Boulevard. That location is pretty great, and it is perfect for Garth at the time that he got it. As you may or may not remember, Garth signed with Capitol Records in 1988 and stayed with them until 2005. So he was a recording artist with Capitol when he received his star on the Walk of Fame. And I'm certain that was a determining factor when the location for his star was chosen, because the star is located right outside of the iconic Capitol Records circular building. And by the way, whenever I see that building, I always think of Garth, and I remember the footage of him standing on the roof of that really high building, that crazy guy standing there high above the ground, looking like all of his dreams were coming true while he was promoting his No Fences album. You too can see footage of that at the 1 hour, 9 minute, 52 second mark in the first episode of his PBS documentary, The Road I'm On, currently streaming on Netflix in the US. So the location is perfect for this man that so rightly deserved a star on the Walk of Fame. Plus, he got another honor when they gave him that star, and that's the coolest part of all this. The day that Garth got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, he also got to do something no one else has ever done before or since. Garth got to place a small vault containing the CD master of his hit album, The Hits, in the sidewalk directly under his star. This is the first time anything has ever been allowed to be buried under one of the famous stars. In this way, Garth took some particularly extreme precautions to make sure the Hits album couldn't be released again, because it would be pretty difficult since the masters are now buried deep in concrete below that star. I'd like to see somebody try to get it out. Just kidding. Don't go to the star and try to get it out. Please don't do that. I'm not suggesting it. I'm just saying it would be impossible. You're right off of Hollywood Boulevard. You'd be discovered. Please don't do it. All right, guys. That's the information I have for you on Garth's Hollywood Walk of Fame star. If you have any other details about his star that you'd like all of us to know, be sure and leave us a message or post on our Facebook page. Hey, now I have some breaking news for you guys.
Breaking news.
6 weeks ago, Dublin City Council granted a compliance approval for Garth Brooks to play Croke Park on September 9th, 10th, and 11th, 2022. On November 5th, just a couple days ago, the council granted a license for 2 additional shows on September 16th and 17th. As many of you may remember, in 2014, Garth announced he was going back to play Croke Park for the first time since 1997, and 2 dates jumped to 3 dates, and soon over 400,000 people had tickets to 5 concerts. Unfortunately, 2 of the shows had not been licensed, so Garth made the tough decision to cancel all 5 shows when the council denied the 2 added shows. Garth didn't want to disappoint the fans that had tickets to the other shows, so he made the crushing decision that if he couldn't have 5, he wouldn't have any. Garth said at the time, "I will crawl, swim, I will fly over there this weekend, sit in front of him, I will drop on my knees and beg for those 400,000 people to have fun and just let them sing. It's a simple yes. Open it up for 5 nights, let everybody have fun, then go to work on never letting it happen again if you want." Unfortunately, even Garth's begging didn't work at the time, and so all 5 shows were canceled. We here at Garthology are so very happy that Garth's Ireland fans will finally get to see him in 2022, and we're sending our best wishes to Garth, who I am sure is ecstatic. Please note, this information has not yet been confirmed by Garth, and therefore no ticket sale information has been released yet either. But stay tuned, I'm sure you guys will hear soon. Be sure and check out our website for links to articles we've discussed in past episodes, as well as other bonus material. And remember to hit subscribe on our podcast on your podcast platform of choice. Do you listen to Garthology on Apple Podcasts? If so, stop by there right now and give us a rating and write up a quick review to let us know how we're doing and to encourage others to listen. Be sure and share us with your friends in low places so they can become Garthologists too. Don't forget to visit our social media accounts, facebook.com/GarthologyCast and GarthologyCast on Twitter and Instagram. Be sure to check out our next episode, which will be released on November 17th. Until then, this has been Season 2, Episode 29 of Garthology, and I'm Deb, saying see you next time for Jess, Pete, and myself. Bye, guys!
Finish it! Finish it!
In this episode...